Welcome to Vollert, specialists in the surface treatment of heavy loads. For more than 75 years, we have been delivering intralogistic systems for coating plants, setting worldwide standards in terms of quality and reliability. In the following film clip, you will see a wet painting process for component parts of up to 3.5 tons. This is a full-range material flow system which combines a number of Vollert's flaw-free solutions. Components to be painted are fed in via 3 stationary lifting stations. Here, the product carriers to be conveyed are linked to each other with the components to be painted to form a single transport unit. The parts are entered into the system along with their surface coating data by means of a scanner. This is the internal data management system from where paint data are transmitted to the painter automatically the instant the parts arrive in the paint booth, and from where components' locations are communicated to the operators or to the master ERP as required. The transport units are conveyed from one station to the next by friction wheel drives. The stations shown before are supplied by means of friction wheel drives located along the conveyor line, as well as distribution manipulators before and after the booths. Each paint booth is equipped with a handling device with the functions lift lower, transverse transport and turn, which allow the painter to reach all surfaces of the component with ease. Painting takes place directly in front of a filter wall to minimize the dispersal of overspray in the room. After painting, the components are left to flash off and dry. The electrical control system determines how long the components remain in the booth, depending on previous input specifications. The twin-wheeled transport units and the sturdy, high-precision design of all components allow the safe traverse of rail gaps, such as are needed for rolling shutter gates, for example. After the paint has dried, the components can be sorted or buffered in up to 3 buffer lines as they await their second coating. The spatial arrangement of the friction wheel drives along the conveyor line and the distribution manipulators for transverse conveyance provide a high degree of flexibility. Manual intervention is possible at any time. The visualization system gives a continuous view of the stations and the status of coating. The components can pass through the process any number of times, until at the unloading lifting stations they are transferred directly from the transport units to the shipping pallets. Large-scale components with a maximum weight of 10 tons are coated in the second paint shop, using an unloading crane which also serves as a distribution manipulator at the individual stations. In this paint shop, the transport units are transferred from one station to the next using a combination of wheel and disc drive, toothed rack conveyor, and connectable and disconnectable catches. Not one corner of the component escapes the spray gun, as it is held from raised platforms or from the ground as required. This helps avoid the ugly marks that would accompany the painting of carriage-mounted components. Here too, the transport units have twin wheels to ensure the safe traverse of rail gaps where rolling shutter gates cross. With their state-of-the-art conveyor equipment, our new painting plants allow shorter process times and lower manning levels, while raising surface quality to the highest standard.